Contribution of Queen Rajendra Lakshmi Devi to the unification of Nepal. Rajendra Lakshmi Devi, wife of King Pratap Singh, has a very important contribution in the history of Nepal's unification. Queen Rajendra Lakshmi handled the instability of the Gorkha kingdom, the power of 24 kingdoms, and the chaos in the royal court and royal power. At one time, those kingdoms were much more powerful than Gorkha. Queen Rajendra Lakshmi boosted the morale of the army and generals and foiled the plans of 24 kingdoms. History will honor her initiative, courage, and leadership. Queen Rajendra Lakshmi was the daughter of King Mukunda Sen II of the then very powerful kingdom of Palpa. In her childhood, she was married to Prince Pratap Singh Saha, the eldest son of King Prithvinarayan Saha. Ever since she entered the Gorkha palace, she always listened directly and indirectly to the issues of unifications, arms, soldiers, training, discussion of fighting with the enemy, plans of shortcomings, etc. Court conversations were also about integration. Therefore, from an early age, Queen Rajendra Lakshmi used to listen attentively about the war and soldiers, from which the sense of confidence, courage, and efforts increased in her. Pratap Singh Saha was the second king of modern Nepal. He was the eldest son of King Prithvinarayan Saha, the king who started the unification of Nepal. Pratap Singh Saha became king at the age of 24 in 1775. Pratap Singh Saha ruled only up to 1777 for 36 months and died of smallpox at the age of 26. After the death of King Pratap Singh Saha, Vajranath Pandit wanted to rule in the name of the child king, so he wanted Queen Rajendra Lakshmi to go sati with her dead husband. Instead, Rajendra Lakshmi exiled Vajranath Pandit out of the country. Vardar Pasuram Thapa was put in the nail bed. She sent sati to another queen, Major Rani, a Newari girl. Prince Rana Bahadur Saha, who was about 2.5 years old, became the king of Nepal, and Queen Rajendra Lakshmi remained as his deputy. Rajendra Lakshmi took over as a queen mother in 1777. Sarvajit Rana Magar was made chief of army staff. At the beginning, Rajendra Lakshmi called the exiled brother-in-law, Prince Bahadur Saha, to Nepal and decided to rule Nepal together. In the division of work, Rajendra Lakshmi got the work related to royal court service and Bahadur Saha got the work related to war and foreign affairs. After about 5 months, this joint association broke up and the relationship between brother-in-law and sister-in-law broke down. Bahadur Saha arrested his sister-in-law Rajendra Lakshmi by nailing a silver nail on the charge of having an affair with other people. She was imprisoned in 1778. But later, this charge was not proved. While Bahadur Saha was in the war zone, Rajendra Lakshmi was released from prison in 1779 after proving her innocence by other members of the royal family. Hearing that news, Bahadur Saha ran away from the battlefield of Tanahu again. After that, Bahadur Saha and all his supporters were deposed and Queen Rajendra Lakshmi started running as a single ruler. 24 kingdoms did not dare to raise their heads until Bahadur Saha and Rajendra Lakshmi were joint viceroys. But later, since Rajendra Lakshmi was the only deputy, 24 kingdoms got together and started planning to destroy Nepal. Similarly, King Mukunda Sen II of Palpa, King Veermardhan Saha of Lamjung, King Kirtibam Malla of Parbat, King of Kaski and King Harkumar Datta Sen of Tanahu were in an agreement to move forward in a joint military operation against Nepal. The commander of this combined military force was Garu Dhoj Panta. 24 kingdoms were becoming more powerful against Nepal with the help of 22 kingdoms, and Sikkim's king was also asked for military assistance to attack Nepal from the east. There was a possibility that the Sikkim's army would be deployed against Nepal. At the same time, the widow queen of Karna Sen, the former king of Kirat kingdom, also requested military assistance from the king of Palpa and the office of British Company in Calcutta to return her lost kingdom. Similarly, she was planning to get military force from the king of Bhutan. Inside the palace, the faction of King Pratap Singh Saha's inner queen, Newari girl Major Rani, mother of Vidur Shahi and Sher Bahadur Shahi, was creating a very unfavorable situation for Queen Rajendra Lakshmi. The new Nepal foundation established by her father-in-law Prithvinarayan Saha was about to divide again. In fact, the internal situation at that time was as difficult for any male king, which Rajendra Lakshmi did not hesitate to fight against. First of all, she called the army heroes and chose worthy generals like her father-in-law Prithvinarayan Saha, having full faith and trust in the army. King Pratap Singh Saha had forgotten the importance of the army because he was infatuated with the charms of the Newar queen. But Rajendra Lakshmi realized the glory of the army and remilitarized it. She also took the advice of other brothers and sisters. By that time, 24 kingdoms had surrounded Nepal to attack from one place to another. Bahadur Saha went abroad for fear of his sister-in-law, and the enemies planned to attack the kingdom of Nepal. Queen Mother Rajendra Lakshmi mobilized the Nepali army by taking various measures during her viceroyalty without being disturbed by the dire situation at that time. In order to thwart the campaign of the 24 kingdoms, Sarvajit Rana Magar Khatri made Balabhadra Saha the commander-in-chief of the Nepalese army by strengthening the combined force of the 24 army. Balabhadra Saha was the son of Mohaddam Kirti Saha, brother of King Prithvinarayan Saha. Similarly, Kazi Abhiman Singh Basniat and Kazi Damodar Pandey became deputy commanders, while Ram Krishna Kumar, Amar Singh Thapa, and other old military leaders were reinstated for active action. The combined army of 24 kingdoms was very powerful. She was able to separate Kaski from the group of 24 kingdoms and bring to Nepali side in consultation with the military leaders from the state of mind that diplomatic moves should also be made for this purpose. While Rajendra Lakshmi was in captivity, Bahadur Shah was the only deputy, and a powerful army was sent to suppress the Chaubise kingdom. The army grew steadily. In the month of January 1778, the king of Tanahu, Harka Kumar Datta Sen, fled, and for a while Tanahu came under the control of the Gorkhas. But later, with the help of 24 kingdoms, the lost kingdom was regained. When the Nepalese army sent more help and attacked Tanahu again, Harka Kumar Datta Sen escaped and went to India. When Bahadur Saha went to Tanahu for the same war, he found out that Rajendra Lakshmi was freed from captivity and he fell from the battlefield. Taking advantage of this opportunity, with the help of Palpa and Parvat, Harka Kumar Datta Sen took back Tanahu again. In January 1781, the joint forces of Parvat, Lamjung and Tanahu attacked Gorkha. It was a very critical time. But Rajendra Lakshmi was not afraid at all and sent a powerful force from Nepal under the leadership of Barakazi Amar Singh Thapa. That army made an unexpected attack on the joint army of 24 kingdoms at a place called Chipleti in Gorkha. The armies of 24 kingdoms were scattered. After that, the Nepalese army retreated a little from Chipleti, chose a strong place and settled in a defensive position at a place called Sirangchok. Queen Rajendra Lakshmi was giving vigorous guidance and support to the generals to maintain the campaign of military operation. There, Amar Singh Thapa was able to capture up to Jamruk by fighting a war. The army of Parbat and Lamjung planned to destroy the Nepali army, including Amar Singh Thapa there. A huge battle took place at Tarkughat. 24 troops lost here too. Bhakti Thapa, the military commander of Lamjung, and Sardar Balivanjan, the army hero of Parbat, became prisoners of war. Sardar Balivanjan died in jail, whereas Bhakti Thapa followed the rules of the Nepali army and became a military officer of the Nepali army, who later became Brave Bhakti Thapa in the history of Nepal. Due to the diplomatic and psychological warfare of the military leaders, Kaski was integrated into Nepal, that is, they did not even bother to fight. As soon as Kaski came to hand, the Nepalese army entered Lamjung from many routes and advanced by besieging it. King Veermardhan Saha of Lamjung ran away in a hurry. King Veermardhan Saha did not find a direct way to escape. He reached Champaran in India after visiting places like Mustang, Parvat, Gulmi, Palpa, etc. Thus, in Kartik of 1782, Lamjung and Tanahu were merged into Nepal kingdom. Rajendra Lakshmi sent an order to the Nepali army to maintain the victory campaign. In the year 1785, the Nepalese army also occupied Nuwakot. As the plan of the Parbat army to attack the Nepali army became known, the Nepali army returned to Lamjung and had to send more help to Lamjung to counter the attack of Parbat kingdom. As a result, the victory campaign stopped. There, Qazi Aviman Singh Sripali Basniat with a large army was sent to attack Palpa. This army had a big battle at a place called Virkot in Palpa. Palpali army was defeated. Before the Nepalese army reached Tansen, Aviman Singh's army was called back to strengthen the defense of Lamjung. In other words, they were called back after learning that the Parbat's force was about to attack Lamjung again with great preparation. In this way, the victory campaign in this direction was also stopped. A fierce battle took place at a place called Makaidara with Parvati force, combining both forces that had returned from Nuwakot and Palpa. Here again, 24 kingdoms were defeated and fled. As Kaski was also joined with Parbat in the military alliance, this time the Nepalese army also took military action against Kaski, and Kaski was merged into Nepal. Thus, powerful kingdoms like Tanahu, Lamjung and Kaski were merged into Nepal forever. Rajendra Lakshmi, who was determined to fulfill the dream of her father-in-law Prithvinarayan Saha, understood the importance of the army and planned to complete the Nepal unification campaign with the help and efforts of the generals. Rajendra Lakshmi foiled the joint attack of 24 kingdoms and reached the border of Nepal to Kaligandaki. She is seen as a skilled administrator who led Prithvinarayan Saha's unification campaign. She also used to go to the battlefield on horseback. Queen Rajendra Lakshmi died of tuberculosis in the year 1785 AD or 1842 Bikram Sambat at Hanuman Dhoka Palace in Kathmandu. Prithvinarayan Saha's son, Prince Bahadur Saha, is credited with unifying Nepal after Queen Rajendra Lakshmi. Thank you.